Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bad Comedy Podcast. My name is Mac, and I'm here with Dylan Internet.
Good morning. Number one influencer once again.
All right, guys.
Consensus is out.
We've been listening to a lot of Tucker Carlson, and we just want to say that we know that the FBI was heavily involved in January 6th. We know that COVID was a thing that was made to kind of control us, control the population. It was a test, but now with all the independent media out there, they're kind of unveiling all of that.
It was a test, and let's just say we failed.
What else? All this like trans stuff and all that stuff going on is all a distraction from the wars that we're fighting abroad, especially Ukraine, where there's minerals. I've heard Lindsey Graham talk about like how we need to have those minerals in Ukraine instead of Russia.
Maybe we need some vitamins.
So we've been listening to a lot of right wing, I guess. I mean, more center right or more just look for the truth podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of a red pill, purple pill.
Jason just got here, and so we're gonna have to pretend that we haven't been doing that. We'll be right back, folks. Hey, we're back with Jason.
Yeah, what the fuck's up, bitch?
Yeah, Jason was actually in the hospital. He had to get his thigh cut off. They cut off both of his legs to his up to his knees, and
somebody ordered a 2-piece.
Yeah, so
it was Jason.
So they had to get my thigh.
Yeah, so now he has a full spider leg they gave him on one leg. And then
I'm Spider-Man. I do whatever a spider can.
He has a spider leg, a spider calf and foot, and then he has an elephant thigh still on one side.
Dude, I'm so fat, my calves are baby calves.
Nice.
Since you were born.
Let's go to Aaron Putnam's Cafe.
Oh, yeah, check it out.
Let's get some caffeine.
I was watching a Brad Kaufman video popped up on my feed, and I was so mad. I had a visceral reaction.
How about Brad Bossman, D-Lo?
Yeah.
Do you know the Bossman, whatever?
No.
He's the new rapper, and he raps like, whenever I go to the house, that's where I'm going to go. And I sell a lot of drugs because I'm the big boss. He has all his raps are like that flow where it's like the big pause in the middle. It's like horrible. I think he's horrible, but
like some people can do it well if they have really good beats, you know.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think he's an industry plant. Honestly,
if they have a good voice and good beats behind them, they can rap like that.
That's his whole career. They're putting this guy over strong with like he's doing songs with
I remember
Lil Baby and stuff.
There was a song with like the son of Ralph Lauren or something. The son of, I think, the Ralph Lauren founder.
I'll go to the
whose
house
name might be Ralph Lauren. I don't know, but his son was a rapper, and his voice is like his rap. I remember this one lyric from it. It was
I used to get itchy when I would take Vicodins.
Hell yeah.
Dude, they do those do be making people itchy.
It was great. It was just and the music video is him just driving in a car with the top down.
Oh yeah.
I like sound effects.
I quit Vicodin because it gave me rashes.
Yeah, exactly. Rashes.
He had a Vicodin. Some people have intolerance to Vicodin. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta find this song now. You type in a rap song. I quit Vicodin because it gave me rashes.
That's not a good topic to rap about.
No, I know. but then he's like,
I'm a lyric assassin.
I like
Have you
staying
ever
up
seen-
so long that I get tingly.
I started liking that song a lot just because his voice was so retarded.
Or stay up
Here, you guys type it in.
for so
what's it
many
called?
hours in a row. That
I
your
forgot his
skin
name.
hurts.
Have you ever seen those two Asian teenagers battling in some Asian country? They're having a rap battle, and the guy goes,
Is it Kamala Harris and someone else?
"No, it's two Asian teenagers."
Well, she's Asian.
and the one
Maybe it was
goes,
young
but is
Kamala.
she a teenager?
I don't know. Who knows?
That teenager was me.
We haven't seen her
No one
birth
knows
certificate.
anything about her.
We haven't seen her birth certificate, so.
She's only talked in public like once in 4 years, I think. But I love her. I saw her.
She's a senator.
I
She's
saw
only
her-
talked once in
We love
public.
Kamala.
No, she was the vice president. She talked once probably. But once I saw
She's
her,
got a scary
on
laugh. I've seen her laugh.
Yeah, it's mistimed.
I don't really know shit about her otherwise.
Trump called it because she hasn't been like going on. She hasn't been allowing the news to interview her. And but I saw the DNC.
Is it called
and it was
cuckoo hydrocodone?
It was beautiful, and I fully back Kamala Harris, and it's not Trump. I back
we've been
her.
listening.
Dude,
to a
I
lot
can't
of
even
them.
search this because there's so many songs about Vicodin coming up. Is
Type
it
in-
Nav
type
or
in,
Cuckoo?
I quit Vicodin because it gave me rashes.
Okay.
Song.
Okay, so there's these two Asian teenagers. I know you want to talk about Kamala and not hear my story. It has
Chameleon?
nothing to do with that.
Chameleon?
And then one guy goes, I'm the best person in my area. I would never have sex with you because your ass is full of bacteria.
Nice. I like that.
It sounds
really
like a
good.
Trump line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a guy talking to a guy.
Yeah. Trump's
Wow.
It's kind of hard, you know.
Trump.
That's
I,
why
I
you wanna
saw,
have sex
I
with
saw on the
him?
news that Trump
Yeah.
Trump called Chameleon's laugh a cackle, which is super sexist.
I know. Was she a
know.
witch, a female
Is it
wizard?
Nav Vicodin? Which, by the way,
Hold on,
Nav
I'll
is a
find it.
Kamala Harris. You can't have my phone. Sorry.
It's a lot.
Maybe I'll have,
I get triggered by that. It reminds me of my parents would
wait.
take away my phone as a kid.
go back and just type in Lyric Genius.
Give me my phone.
After it.
I have the app.
How many kids would choose their phone over their parents? Am I right?
A lot.
I think every kid.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen eventually. Is
My iPad is my iDad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Parents are
my
going to turn.
dad.
Parents are going to turn to phones.
Um,
I've been listening to. So I've been
Alexa's
I've been
my
hate
mom.
listening, Jason, to like a lot of Tucker Carlson's, Jordan Peterson, these interviews, and
despiteful listening.
I can't believe all the misinformation on these things.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I call myself misinformation because I'm trans, and I want to find out what's going on out there. So I hate listening to a lot of this stuff. They're trying to say that there was like 100 federal agents. And this is someone like who actually has the documents, like 100 federal agents that basically made January 6th happen. And I was like, no way.
No, it was Antifa.
It was it was Antifa. And
No, it's like you're
that-
telling
or
me like,
no. It was right. It was. There's no FBI guys. It was MAGA.
Dude, Lyric Genius doesn't
it
have
was crazy MAGA guys.
they're saying
have to look it up
cops were
later.
leading them through. And
Well,
every-
I mean,
these
yeah,
are fake cops.
they said that there were people dressed in Trump stuff from the FBI inside the building. No way that happened.
Yeah, I
Well,
say no way.
I'm not
Yeah,
supposed to say this,
yeah,
but
right.
actually it was me. I was I got paid by the
Jason.
FBI to dress in all black.
Oh,
and
you're the guy with the zip ties.
I was the guy with the zip ties jumping over the chair
Wow.
on January 6th.
Jason.
To be
You ever
honest,
see that
I-
picture of the guy jumping over the chairs with a handful of zip
Yeah,
ties?
I know. I didn't know that was you.
They paid me to go in there with the zip ties and hog tie Nancy Pelosi.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was going to
No,
get out of there
you
after
could-
that.
You couldn't get her.
No, I couldn't get
Have you
it.
seen like R. Kelly talking
Nancy
about
Pelosi
like,
is-
why would I hog tie someone? It's like I don't know how to hog tie.
Nancy Pelosi is deceivingly quick.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
her,
say that.
You know her real name is Nancy Pelosi, and she's Polish.
Really?
Yeah. So
All
she's
right, now I kind of like her.
yeah. Well, that's how I know that she's doing insider trading. Is because she's way too dumb to do stocks because she's Polish.
Well,
No, she's like Warren
Yeah.
Buffett or something.
Well-
Incredible.
Well,
I'm trying to think of, like-
her husband trades for her, but yeah, she has like the highest trading portfolio of anybody.
I mean,
They
you'd
should
think
all
if
get
she's
shot.
Polish, you could like trick her into some bad trades. Like
Yeah,
you can get her
true.
just or you can get her foil Charizard for a Squirtle.
That's probably why her husband handles
you
the
can also
Pokemon
you can also
stuff.
probably
Remember that guy? He got attacked with a hammer.
Yeah.
you can also probably threaten like Zuckerberg and Bezos with like regulations and stuff. Maybe ask for earnings. You know,
I think. Can I tell you my new conspiracy theory about?
But no, I think
Donald
that didn't.
Trump?
I think that doesn't happen. By the way, I listen to this stuff. They
Yeah,
hate
as
it,
a finance guy,
and then I go to Rachel ManCow to hear the truth.
Well, the news doesn't say who put the shooter up to it, right? Is that a conspiracy theory or it's?
It's
Or the hammer guy. No one talks about the hammer
well,
guy.
people talk about how that kid was in a BlackRock commercial,
Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of sketchy. But
Can I say my new conspiracy about Donald Trump is he paid the shooter to shoot him in his ear? Because
there was that.
do you know why? Because we made fun of his hair so much that he wanted to get his ears lowered.
Oh,
You know,
For like an optical
Yeah.
it's kind of
illusion.
to troll the people who've been mocking his hair for all this time.
people on the left legitimately had that theory that he
Was getting his ears
that he
lowered.
paid someone to shoot him. That he paid someone to shoot him so that he
seen
would get more votes.
different pictures of
Imagine
Biden.
paying someone to shoot you that close to your brain. like if I'm paying someone to shoot me, hit me in the toe.
It
you
is
know,
absurd. Yeah, hit my
Like,
leg or something. Like
This guy's really good. You could trust him.
and he didn't have a bulletproof vest on either. If he was
No.
planning on someone to shoot him, he would have a bulletproof
Donald
vest.
Trump is up on the stand, knowing he's about to get shot, and he's just giving a speech like total. I mean, that would honestly, that kind of cool under the
Yeah.
pressure of knowing you're about to be shot would be like
Well, and he was about
that'd
to
be worth another presidency.
the reason he
Just he actually got shot and then was.
If he
Yeah.
knew
like
it was
got let
coming
up.
and he was
Well,
just giving a speech like normal,
he has like this like slideshow that he pulls up and he kind of reads the thing when he goes over the immigration numbers or whatever. But he turned his head to look at that to start because he
to
picked-
start the PowerPoint.
kind of and then he turned his head to start reading off the thing and then that's when he got shot.
That's crazy.
yeah.
And they say it was so close that the kid shouldn't have missed, but
I heard that he wanted to. So
Yeah, but imagine you're trying to shoot the president. You got to feel some pressure, you
yeah,
know.
probably when it's like asking a girl out or
It's
something.
hard.
I heard that-
you probably got one shot before a bunch of people are gonna dome you.
I just think it's like honestly, the Secret Service just like, it's so sketchy.
no, but no,
all
they-
of it is
they-
so
they-
sketchy.
no.
They
The
were
Secret Service
ordered
did
to
their
not
job. They
protect
They
them.
tried their best.
They did.
If I was in the
No.
Secret Service, I'd be
Have
shitting
you
my
watched?
pants.
Have you seen the news?
They-
They did their best.
I'd be
Oh, the
shitting my
news,
pants. I'd be
yeah.
like,
The roof, dude. The roof was sloped, so they couldn't
I
go
don't
up
know
there
what I was
because then
thinking.
the Secret Service would have fallen off.
"Are you talking shit about Kamala again with this
No, I'm talking
sloped roof?
No,
What?
We
No.
love Kamala and we love the news.
No.
You know,
and
because she's Asian.
I'm talking about. I'm saying that there's nothing bad or behind
nothing
this.
fishy about
There's
it.
nothing fishy.
He's- The kid wanted to murder him.
Yeah, the only
Who won it?
The only thing I could think of.
I remember
is,
when I heard Trump was going to jail. I was like, I wish I was in there so I could
I heard Trump.
forcefully make
murder
love to him.
This is
Yeah,
what I heard
no,
from Rachel
catch him in the
ManCow.
show.
You want to hear what the news
Who
said?
would it?
You want to hear what the news said? The official news? Rachel ManCow on MSNBC?
That's my gospel.
Yeah, she or they probably said that Trump wanted to get his ear pierced, but didn't want it to be. He didn't want it to look gay, so he hardly had to shoot him through the ear.
Do you think like a woman who's
Earlobe,
like
you know that?
like a liberal woman,
I believe it.
like a liberal woman would be like, "Don't call me a they. I'm not one of them."
Yeah.
Or do they have to be like, "That's fine if you kind of ungender me"?
Yeah.
It's misinformation,
I don't want
right?
someone to not assume my gender. I don't want them to walk up to me and say they. Is it or
It's not safe
what
to
are your,
say
what are your
they
pronouns?
for everybody.
If someone asks me what my pronouns are before
They should
talking
get
to me,
assassinated.
then I
Actually,
then I say he him.
Were you all at Power Hour when
And I don't get it.
I just say him.
a girl
I'm
was
him.
doing crowd work at Power Hour and asked my girlfriend her pronouns, and she got like extremely offended
She got so
because she's
mad.
like, "Can you not tell I'm a girl?" She's
Oh,
like, "Do I look like a
nice.
boy?" And then she was
That's
like,
the other
she was
side
like
of it.
legit upset for like a week, and this was just like a 20-year-old trying to be quote unquote respectful.
the
'Cause-
Indian girl. Yeah,
yeah, because they think that like you could.
that's not feathers.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, you should look like a if you're non-binary, you should look weird.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
so you shouldn't look like a guy or a
Your
girl. You
girlfriend
should look
kinda
weird
looks like Stevie Wonder a little bit.
because she has dark glasses and is black.
That's what Tito told me. That's,
Yeah,
that's how I
Tito.
know.
Tito's a genius at crowd work. He saw a person wearing sunglasses and thought of one other person with sunglasses. Stevie
Shout out
Wonder.
to Tito. He's very funny.
Good job, dude.
Does Tito have a last name?
no.
Probably like
I think it's
Zarazoga.
Tito.
Gorgonzola.
Is it Savadka?
It's
Yeah, I
the
don't
guy.
know.
The guy.
Is it Ortiz?
I think. Wait,
Tito-
Tito and
famous
Stitch.
Tito?
I think his last name is
am I allowed to
Stitch.
sue Pfizer if
Stitch.
maybe I got Crohn's from the vaccine?
I was thinking you should have a show.
You should talk about that with a lawyer, I think.
You should have like a Crohn's show. Like it
I've-
would be called Cronies.
I didn't realize till
You and the
I
boys,
was
the Crohn's
listening.
boys,
I was
We
lis-
should have a show where we give people legal advice
I like that.
and financial advice.
but-
financial advice.
I was hate listening to Tucker Carlson and Brett Weinstein.
'Cause you hate just like right wing, like red pill,
Everything
purple
right wing I
pill.
can't stand, so I listen to it and I go, "Ah!"
Oh my gosh, it just fires you up.
It pisses me off.
every
It
morning.
pisses me off, and I'm like, it makes me love Kamala that much more.
Uh-huh.
But I heard,
I've been bait watching pornography.
oh, really?
Yeah.
But I've been learning about. I've
Just
been
gets them so horned up.
I start baiting.
I've been hearing about how the RNA injections, which aren't really vaccines, have these, if they're injected directly into the bloodline instead of a certain area, it can cause like a lot of like things that set on early or set on when they wouldn't have set on, like Crohn's.
This is my area, and I would never have sex with you because your ass is full of bacteria.
No, and then I call bullshit Brett Weinstein because I listen to the news, and Rachel ManCow would never say that I had a bad side effect.
Are you
I heard like RFK or something.
Are you talking about the vaccinations on our free episode?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You psycho.
we're already no. Well,
We're in
no.
way too deep.
Well,
please.
hey, the algorithm should keep listening when I say that I disavow that, and I think Rachel Mancow's right.
This is on
Well,
on the
I don't
right
know if
side
I
of
think they
history.
might not want you to talk about anything.
Well, this is
about
why
it.
I don't think that Elon. This is why I hate Elon Musk, because he wants free speech and he doesn't want anything to be censored online.
You
Where
love
did he get his
YouTube.
last name? His armpit smell?
Nice.
This guy's a joke.
No, no. But in all honesty, I actually love Elon Musk now. I'm sorry.
Really?
He
Yep.
loves Elon. now.
My
He
friend
loves-
Dave said we should have Elon Musk on our live episode.
Well, he's there to end up.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, we're having Elon Musk on our live episode at Comedy Bar.
Yeah,
so we're
and
figuring it out.
Come to the
one
comedy
time.
bar.
Donald Trump said he will too.
Really?
Theo Von put in a good word.
Can we
Donald Trump
wait
will be
on Trump a
there.
little bit? I don't want to seem thirsty.
No. I mean,
Have Elon Musk on Trump.
I mean, we can't wait that long, you know.
You'll get assassinated again soon.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get him while we can.
No guns.
And then, so
comedy
I was
bar.
thinking we'd.
How about when Donald Trump was talking to Theo Von and he was pretending like he didn't know how cocaine felt?
well, I think
No
he-
drugs?
Well, I think he doesn't know how cocaine feels. He just takes pills. You know, he's an Adderall guy.
this is my impression of Donald Trump.
That's more a Hunter Hirsch Biden.
I mean, him too. Well, he's smoking straight up crack. Like
Hunter
a
Biden is the
fucking- like
opposite of
shit.
Hunter Hirsch.
Yeah.
I think like it's good to see Joe Biden. He could probably relax finally now. They don't have to just put all sorts of horse tranquilizers in him like he's Joe Rogan or something.
Yeah. I feel like now that he's not running for president and he's just going to be like
An old-
going to chill, he'll probably die, right?
Yeah,
Like now that he doesn't have like
The
a
urgency.
thing that he needs to do.
or they'll make it. They'll speed it up.
Or do you think that they'll take him out?
Yeah, they don't want any of that Hunter Ukraine Russia stuff coming out. You know,
No, it's
maybe,
all-
maybe they'll be in a cabin somewhere.
I did
that
a
might
joke.
explode.
I did a joke at Power Hour last night that I told on this podcast, and it worked really good. I said, like, I'm kind of misinformed about politics, but I heard Trump is going to build the pyramids and get the aliens to pay for it. And that,
Yep.
like, worked pretty good.
Yeah, I have one of the episodes that thumbnailed it with the aliens and pyramids.
Hell yeah. What was my other Trump joke?
But-
I tried to do that ears lowered joke. It didn't work.
Oh,
I tried it again here for some reason.
but Jason, I'm actually going to be honest here. I'm endorsing Donald Trump, and I'm voting Willie Nelson. I'm not voting for him,
But you're endorsing.
but I'm endorsing you to vote for him.
Okay.
we were talking about Snoop Dogg might be a good
Yeah,
running mate for Willie,
Willie
if
Nelson.
he decides
We're thinking
to
about his
accept.
cabinet. Yeah, so
Yeah.
It would be Willie, and then Snoop Dogg would be his vice, and then Secretary of, or we need Secretary of Defense. That's the war guy who would do that.
He'd be like a DI. What is it? DEI.
It's got to be like
or-
someone who's cool.
DOWG.
but not-
I'm not. I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm not voting, and I'm
No,
not. And I'm not having kids, and I'm not going to live long, so I don't have to vote.
Yeah. No, this is
I
a
respect that opinion.
this is a
I
hypo-
did actually exercise yesterday for the first time in like 6 years. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like so bad today.
No, that would
You
make
actually-
sense.
you
I was like an
Exercise?
hour late to the podcast.
Well, because Dylan has a strategy he's doing.
What's he doing?
He's trying to become the fat guy,
Trying to
and retarded
replace-
guy.
He's gonna replace me. All
I was
right.
pretty glad when you were late today. I was kind of like,
Well,
Okay,
I wrote a
we're
bunch of fat
switching.
jokes you could have.
okay.
Yeah.
Jason's a playwright anyway these days.
I'll decide
I
if
did
that
write a
joke-
play with Ricardo. I wrote a play. We're gonna try and get it filmed and made.
Can you-
It's a multimedia play.
Can
It's
you
not-
can you write a bad comedy movie?
I'll write one. I'm down to do that shit.
If you write the bad,
Especially as I get squeezed out of all my shows. Beer Belly is getting canceled, and
getting squeezed out
End of
of
the
what?
Line is going to once a month. But we're gonna do an open. But the guy there wants to do an open mic. It's sort of like I'm just combining everything.
Wow.
well, that's good. You're condensing it.
He wants to do
Because
a weekly
I
mic.
I think that you were
Show and then maybe a mic after.
You were kind of
Something
over-
we're talking about.
I think you overextended yourself a bit.
always.
Yeah,
That's my whole life.
I know.
I'm already having new
Stretch
things
Armstrong.
come in as these things are getting canceled.
I know. For me, I'd do the opposite. So like I just focus on one thing.
Just epoxy.
I just focus on one thing and then do a poor job at everything else.
Yeah. I focus
Fun.
heavily on
I've
one
been
thing. like
working like 12-hour days like for the last month because I'm behind at work. So
Yeah,
I've been getting killed. So I'm like, it
You're
also makes sense that all my
crushing it.
shows are getting canceled because I'm not like there mentally.
Oh, I actually finished the deck,
Nice, man.
folks. So
Nice.
if you ever want, I've been thinking about starting a TV show on X where I teach people how to do home improvement.
Ooh, X? That sounds nice.
Yeah, well,
So-
I'm gonna do it on X because that's the only place. Well, I mean, that place is terrible because that's free. That's where hate speech is.
I feel
Remember when
like,
Tim Allen tweeted your joke though, pansexual joke.
I feel like the best way to not come early during sex is to picture Elon Musk's face.
That's true.
I was just thinking, like, why is this website called X? It sounds horny, but you associate it with him, and all the horniness is gone.
Well, I think
he's
it's
thinking
that's
of
why
his
it's one X
exes and-
instead of 3. So
Yeah.
it's bad.
Because his face turns a
is gross.
3X down to 1, turns down the volume on the
I
X's.
do have a question. Do you guys not
You would
remember?
hate that.
Wasn't there a point?
I'm here to bait
Goes
watch.
from
I don't remember when
11
this
to
was.
1.
Wasn't there a point when Zuckerberg like didn't want to have any censorship on Facebook, and he was like cool with putting like that anything was going on there, and then that stopped.
I cannot
see-
remember that.
I feel like
Is
it would
that
just be
true?
based on how
Well-
much money he could make.
well, I remember
probably.
he was like okay with like beheading videos and anything going on there, but it would be like
I've never
it
heard
would
of
be
that.
like covered up, like blurred out.
I think
I
that they just
remember,
got a bunch of pressure.
I do remember that was
Like
Zuckerberg.
I think it was called
This-
8chan was a website that legitimately had no censorship, and it got like way out of control and got taken down immediately.
Yeah.
So it's like I think and like remember how YouTube comments used to be every comment was the N-word?
Yeah.
It's like I do think things are
It's not-
too sanitized now, but I also don't know how you find like a medium
I
because
feel like a lot of people never
Well, so
saw how
I
bad
think
it
X
was.
has a
Yeah.
thing where like if it's like
X is bad. I can't log on because you see murders and stuff like immediately.
Yeah.
yeah, but you can.
I saw a guy get killed by a rooster the other day.
Really?
Yeah, were setting up for a cockfight, and the rooster cut his leg, and blood started squirting everywhere.
I need to get an account.
And it's like you
Oh
need
my
to look
God.
at this now.
But like,
They-
but
they
also,
want you to
don't they? Isn't there like a they'll put like disclosures by it? If there's
no.
on Instagram
Well,
they do.
no. I'm saying they won't suppress anything like all the other platforms do.
Yeah.
Or
On Twitter, the video's autoplay. I didn't even turn this on.
No, you open it and a guy's getting stabbed,
that's awesome.
and he walks back over to
It
his
is
daughter.
awesome in some ways.
Is there not
It is.
there not a button where you can say show me less stuff like this?
I think
It
that's
feels
the thing.
like,
you should be able to
There's
control.
probably I'm sure
It
there's a
feels like
button where you can
like a
say show me.
dystopian world. Like you ever see a God Bless America where like they're just shooting like all the celebrities and stuff?
that
It's just
sounds-
like it's this movie where it's like they just start killing like all the people you hear about, like the Kardashians,
Yeah.
the Westboro Baptist Church. They're just going around killing all the annoying people from the media. And because those people are hated by everybody, nobody ever figures out it's them.
Yeah.
They always think it's like, well, everyone hated them, so it could be anyone.
Yeah, I mean it is a dystopian world because like the government runs the normal media and then the other media I guess X is stabbing people and stuff and
It's too much.
and then Facebook and Meta block anything that they call us shocking. We're too shocking for them.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Instagram seems. Instagram has a button you could turn on and off, like how
Yeah.
much it
Instagram
blocks
is
stuff.
weak.
Yeah, but it's still
But it's weaker than X.
it still gives us like strikes on Instagram. Then I have to take down some old videos.
Oh, all the monetization shit I think is honestly just a scam by the companies. They're like, if you don't follow the rules perfectly, we keep all the money from this post.
Yeah.
It's a scam
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
so that they can make more money.
No, but my
and pay
my
to
worry
get
is
free speech on
At,
on
at
X.
this point, my worry is less getting demonetized. It's more getting the channel kicked off on any of them.
Have we ever been under threat of that?
Yeah, on Instagram.
What happened?
I mean, we have a bunch of videos that.
Do people flag it?
Yeah, well, they just get flagged for.
I think people
I
must
think
like
if you
be
just
like
say any
reporting it.
word,
I mean, sometimes. I mean, luckily our Hofstetter video on TikTok that was huge. Like nothing was bad. Went bad with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tim Dillon was talking about the creators on YouTube, and he was saying how he gets flagged for saying a word where it's like all these popular creators are messaging teens, but somehow saying the word is the problem.
I've been watching lots of drama shows like in the background while I'm working, and I think it might be a prerequisite to be a famous YouTuber that you have you have attempted to have sex with a kid at least once in your life.
Because then you're in with what the kids like.
Like even Mr. Beast is like getting in trouble recently, and like the Jesus of YouTube.
Right.
What was he even doing?
He is Jesus. He cured the blind.
He had one of his workers who's like high up. Chris from Mr. Beast transitioned to Ava. And was like talking to kids in Discord or like teenagers, and was like into lolly, which is like cartoons of kids having sex.
But to Mr. Beast's credit, didn't he kind of get rid of him when he was?
No, he's kind of defending.
Well,
him,
you can't get rid of
kind of like
you can't
whatever.
Get rid of trans people these
but
days.
then they figured out there's like these old videos of him, and he says like bad baby was hot when she was on that show. And she was 14 on Dr.
My
Phil.
name is I go by misinformation. That's my name. I'm trans.
Yeah.
And I'm a
You're the reason our channel keeps getting fucked up.
I'm a detective, and I find all the misinformation like on Tucker Carlson.
You're a ped detective. You're figuring out who all the child groomers are.
Yeah.
Harriet the Spy.
And then
Like Chris Hansen.
and then
over here.
I tell Rachel.
They call me Chris Handsome.
And then I have a direct line to Rachel ManCow.
I'm like the hot Chris Hansen.
Chris information
Chris Handsome.
to catch prey.
To catch prey.
That's going to be my name at the beginning of the next episode.
What about
Chris
Hamsome?
Chris information.
Chris
What
Handsome.
about Sam Hamsome talent?
No.
How about Sam Hamlet?
Yeah.
Wait, is that even close to
yeah, Sam Hamlet.
Sam.
To be or not to be? I'm writing a book.
to London. I don't know. To be or not to be opening for London.
Last time I saw Sam, he got mad at me because he came downstairs and he said I was having a pie, referring to the pizzas upstairs, and somebody said there's pie. And I was like, no, Sam's a writer, so he's got to use fancy words. For everything.
Yeah.
And he got mad at me for
humble,
that.
yeah.
He's like, fuck you, Jason.
Yeah, Sam like pretends to be nice to me and just behind my back hates me.
Then he called me pregnant 20 times, which hurt my feelings.
He's so.
I don't know why you guys like just look up to this guy. And
This
like
is Sam
him.
Talent.
He's our only
there's-
connection to anyone successful. Who do you got?
There's a point where it's
Yeah, who do you got? Luca Farrow, the Egyptian.
I legit like
He's-
Sam as
he's
a
a
friend.
Jew-
I wish I could just be friends with Sam, but I have to use him for his talent,
Well, for me, I'm
for
like
his fame.
I like hanging
But
out
what
with
does
Sam.
he do for us?
And I'm just
he
like,
shits on us on his podcast, except for Jason.
actually,
Well, he wanted to do something for us, but then he thought our podcast was too bad, which
What?
is hard to argue that he's wrong because it is bad, because
Well-
it's called bad comedy, and that's the point.
And well, Dylan also he did say two relatively
He's just
funny
mean.
people, me and him, and then so he put us in the same boat, and then he said that Jason's one of the funniest people he knows.
No,
which
but
makes
then he
me-
doubled down
which
on the
means I am
Jason
too, 'cause
thing.
we're in the same boat.
Adam Graschetti listens to Sam Tallent's podcast, and Sam Talent said I was funny, so that made Adam Graschetti really respect me.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds exactly.
But no, but that also by the transitive
just have a
property.
swayed opinion.
By
Like,
the transsexual property, that makes me the funniest guy he knows. Also, because he said it was two relatively funny guys.
If you did comedy, you could assume that role.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you quit.
I don't
Well,
think Sam
no,
is-
I didn't quit. I'll be back.
You're like Alex Lucian.
No, I have a show coming up.
Alex Lucian told me one of the funniest stories ever, and I was just remembering it. That when Trayvon Martin stuff was going down, his like grandpa showed him a picture and said, "People don't know, but this is what Trayvon Martin actually looked like." And then the picture he showed was like a picture of the rapper The Game that he had like
Alex is
printed out of
actually
his
funny.
email. He had like printed it out of an email.
That's a real comedian.
What about
Yeah.
Trayvon Marxist?
Uh,
And he's kind of, he's,
sounds like lefties would really like that guy.
yeah.
Trayvon
You know,
Martin Short.
it's funny when like leftists say like go vote, you have to vote so the
Vote or
so-
die.
and it's like it doesn't matter who you vote for, go
Trayvon.
vote. And then they're like, I hate the orange demagogue, and I'm like, that makes me want to vote for Trump so much.
Does it?
Like when they
I haven't heard anyone say that since fucking 10 years ago.
you'll see when it comes up.
Oh, it's coming up.
When the election, like if you're in Illinois, it doesn't matter. It's gonna go blue no matter what. It's really funny when I see all these like comics and people being like, "Gotta support Kamala." It's like it doesn't matter either way. It's gonna go blue, but you being annoying is gonna make me go red.
As an angry.
Yeah, but I have to go purple, which would be Willie Nelson and Snoop
Purple.
Dogg. Who else is in the cabinet? We need to figure this out.
The Indian is in the cupboard.
Maybe
Indian in the
Machete.
cupboard.
Machete.
Wait, does that mean Kamala Harris is going to have a cupboard because she's Indian?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's weird. She wants to get in the cupboard herself.
Okay, well, let's get an Indian guy in
That
there.
Indian
Who
was
can we
me.
get?
Aziz Ansari?
No.
He's probably the most popular Indian. I don't know.
There was that guy who was Republican Indian guy.
Vivek.
What was his name?
Yeah.
Oh, there
Let's
was that
get
guy.
Vivek in the cupboard.
There was another guy, wasn't there? Who ran
he's
against
in
Trump
the literal cabinet.
in the primary?
Yeah,
Oh,
Vivek Raman.
yeah, I forgot his name.
He would pretend like he
We'll
was
just put
Indian.
Vic Pandya in there.
Yeah, so no, maybe.
But
Whatever happened to
Sonal
that,
Agrawal can be the
Oh, Sonal.
she'll have a job where she aggravates people.
She'll be the
I
instigator.
saw Sonal. I actually went to Kohl's on Wednesday.
How was
to
that?
the
It
store.
was actually pretty fun.
I saw Mike Dwyer after it, and he was saying how like he told off the host.
At Kohl's?
Yeah, like I guess
He
she
was
said
in a-
something,
he was
like, "You're
kinda
not
already
funny
drunk."
at all.
Wait, Mike Dwyer was drunk?
What?
Mike Dwyer was he showed up at Kohl's and he was already drunk from the last Mike. So he had a kind of angry energy because there's a lot of people there, but no one was laughing that much until I went up.
Yeah, you can
And,
always tell his mood right off the bat, right? When you see him,
He's got edge.
he shows
But
his.
he's also chill at the same time, but then the edge comes back and they chills.
He's got a
out.
hair trigger.
You could just.
That's what I've been saying.
you can just tell by his face what mood he's in, and
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like Dale, but I can tell it even more with him.
yeah.
I saw him at Easy Bar. Like this.
It kind of concerns me with him.
What are you worried about?
Well, no, because he looks like a little kid, and he puts on this fake beard. He's a little rascal.
Meanwhile, he's over 40
and then he's
or
running
something.
around getting drunk, and he's probably 15 years old.
He's like 40. Do you know
like
that?
15 going on 40. Yeah,
15 at heart.
He legitimately is like he looks like a child.
Child, I look like the guy.
I saw Sorop
Where
at Kohl's.
did you ask him if he was Dale in black?
I
in
said,
brown face?
"Oh look, it's the biggest, fattest guy I've ever seen."
Did you say
Dude,
that?
did-
I did his impression to him,
yeah.
and he was laughing.
Oh, he
Did
laughed.
Dale move,
Oh yeah,
dude?
it just kind of shocks him. I guess it's like I could do one impression.
Shout out to Sorab.
Did Dale move, dude?
No, I think he's moving in October, maybe to Austin.
Where
he
you
was
going,
saying how
Austin?
he was filling up a U-Haul the other day.
Oh, maybe he's moving now. But I mean,
He
Shane
doesn't
Gillis
talk to
is like
Mac
calling him and
anymore,
telling
I
him to
guess.
go down there, so that's the move for him. But
Yeah, good for him.
yeah, he should definitely do that.
I feel like people aren't fucking with him in Chicago as much as he used to be fucked with.
No,
Like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean he's the kind of comic that would do great in Austin. Zach O'Ryan is not an Austin comic; he's an LA comic.
I don't care about Zacho, but I'm saying like
No, I'm
Dale,
saying-
Dale I haven't seen around as much as I guess maybe I'm out of the loop though too. I feel like Dale should be being fucked with hard here,
Yeah,
and he's kind of like fucked with medium.
yeah.
It's like, what do you have to do, like, to prove
No, you're right.
yourself? Or,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
about it.
It was.
It's hard to go to these things, man, because the people are so not funny.
You going to what?
Like all the shows and stuff.
That's why it's got to be
stand-up
nice.
comedy stuff. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's
No
why I
beer
haven't been
belly
doing
might
much
be a
of it.
good thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you gonna move Beer Belly? Maybe.
I don't know. People have suggested stuff about new venues and stuff, but
I would just take a break for a little
I
bit.
legit. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm a little like, I don't know.
You need a quick
I'm
comedy.
No, I don't know if I'm a quick comedy. I'm just
Well, that
gonna-
means that I have to start doing comedy because we can't have 3 inactive stand-up comics on the podcast.
Dylan's inactive.
What are you talking about?
3, or we can't have. We can't have 2 out of 3.
Your brain's inactive.
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about my brain.
Okay, maybe Jason will quit stand-up.
Brain is
I'll
on
do a
trial.
little more stand-up. I'll do 1 mic a week, and I'll only do paid shows after that.
Well,
And then
I'm still doing 2 mics a week. I've been keeping that going.
okay, so you're still gonna do stand-up.
But
okay.
I'm gonna try and do more mics. Actually, I kind of want to.
You can be a normal comic.
I want to get
now.
myself
Yeah.
back out there a little bit.
You can be
I think
you can be a
this is
regular
the-
comic. You don't have to be beholden to all these different
No, sitting
responsibilities.
and watching everyone else, I think if I did that, I could only go to a couple, maybe like just like 1. But then if you don't make yourself sit and watch everybody, I think that you would have it.
Yeah.
You could
I
go
think-
to a bunch.
I think everyone's
I
funny.
didn't know when I was going up at Cole's, so I did end up watching like 20 people or something.
I think everyone's funny,
And it was rough.
except for
Yeah.
like.
Don't do that to yourself.
I think everyone's funny except for like white males, in my opinion. White men.
white males.
White
I
men.
prefer black males, like when you have something over somebody.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I hate that they call
I got
but
it.
they call blackmail the law, or they call if you're holding something that can get someone in trouble and making them do stuff, they call that blackmail.
Yeah.
Is
this
that
guy's
is
got
that
a bigger dick
is
than
that
me.
is that is it no yeah
It's
is
my
that
last one.
is that not the biggest like red flag that the Justice Department is trying to put black men in prison?
I think the biggest red
Kamala,
flag is
hello.
There's already 98%
Chinese flag.
98% of
completely
black
red.
men are already in prison, and we're calling black male still. But they're gonna put the other 2% in prison.
How are you supposed to get the black
2%
vote
milk?
if they're all in prison?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Kamala. Oops.
yeah,
Forgot about that
You
one.
shot yourself in
Yeah.
the foot.
Why'd you put all those
Yeah.
guys in there?
yeah.
Megan the Stallion.
Who's
ass.
going to vote for you now?
You know
That
what
you're
it-
really regretting making all of them felony charges at this point.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was listening to this.
Dumbass. Sorry.
The
Retard.
president of El Salvador was talking to Tucker, and I hated it, the whole thing. And he was talking about how in like 2 weeks they completely cleaned up like all the crime and all the MS-13.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I wonder where they went.
Even the
And it's weird. It's weird
California-
because a lot more MS-13 people came to the U.S.
Yeah, I don't know.
MS-13 sounds like a part number.
Don't say that.
What?
You're gonna get got.
What? It sounds like you're, you're ordering like a pipe fitting at
Yeah,
a
it sounds
hardware
like there's
store.
some kind of
Yeah.
like a spec.
What would I get God for?
You're gonna
Let me
get,
see the
you're-
specs
No,
on-
you're gonna get canceled by
It's
the
not gonna get God.
by the
We're talking about
MS-13.
Dude, Mexicans love hardware
Oh,
stores.
oh, are you-
that's where they're always sitting outside the Home Depot.
Are you talking about the Microsoft 13
They
update?
just love.
They literally
working
hang out
hard.
in the parking lot of the Home Depot.
Who?
How are they
Always
Mexicans?
hardworking.
Oh,
They love hardware stores.
I'm talking about El Salvadorians.
I'm talking about MS-13 sounds like a part number.
Honestly, it's like the whole process of applying for jobs and getting them. I like that you show up, some random might pull up, and you go work for him, and he pays you at the end, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are entrepreneurs.
That's how it should be. It
These
should
guys
be
are-
just
these guys are
barely-
That's a
Entrepreneurs.
handshake deal, my dude.
There
What do we
should
need
be
all
a
this
wall.
employment
Yeah.
contract?
They say $1 an hour.
Who's that benefit?
And they say
Sí, señor. That's a lot de pesos.
Yeah, make it a peso.
20 pesos.
MS-13 also sounds like a government intelligence agency,
Yeah, it
like
does.
MI5 or something.
Yeah.
That's the El Salvador CIA as a gang.
CIA, that's a real gang.
Why is it called El Salvador?
That's the real gang.
I have
That's
a
a
friend-
top gang.
I have a friend named
The
Sal.
Democratic Party. Now that's a real gang.
Oh, Sal Volcano should be the president of El Salvador. Because his name's Sal.
I think it's pronounced Volcano.
No, it's Volcano.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's because when he was born into a volcano.
I thought it was
like
Volcano.
volcanoes.
Is that how he dies, too? To the volcano I return.
Yeah, Elon Musk is a Vulcan.
Oh.
I've never seen an episode of Star Trek, but I know that the
Vulcans are just like autistic guys.
yeah.
Right?
Are you Vulcan?
I'm a volcano.
Oh, nice.
But right now I'm
so you're a Hispanic Vulcan.
Dude.
No, I'm dormant right now. It's all good.
No,
But
volcano.
if I start getting red,
Volcano is an O at the
Run.
end because it's from a Romance language. So
you ever heard of Pompeii?
Pompeo? I know Mike Pompeo.
That's how I get when I start listening to this blue pill content. I start going, I'm about to be Pompeii. Everybody better get out of here.
Pompeo was kind of hilarious.
And some people
All
were
these
kind of
people- all
frozen
these
in
became
it.
statues
Yeah, for
forever.
yeah.
That'd be
They
kind
were
of cool.
immortalized, but they were murdered.
Yeah, I kind of want to live by a volcano.
I'd say pick one. You either get immortalized or murdered.
Yeah, I mean, if I
Pick
was
a lane.
if I was Sal
Can't get both?
Volcano, it is Volcano, but I would go by Sal Volcano because it sounds way cooler.
No, you're right. Yeah, you either get immortalized or you live. Which one do you want?
I don't know. I
Do you want
want
to
to be
live now, or do you want to be immortalized forever?
Well, you could also just build a statue of yourself instead of getting statued by lava.
Have you ever considered an epoxy statue of yourself?
I have 100% considered that, and I want to be buried in a cube of epoxy.
Or do you want it to say?
I
on your
don't want it to be
statue?
buried. I want me to be like
gonna have to
upright,
go-
upright.
We could do a Jurassic Park. We could go drill in
Yeah.
and get the blood out of you and then clone you into dinosaurs.
Or maybe a Han Solo thing. You
Sometimes-
You remember that's how they got the
frozen in
mosquito and the amber, and that's how they made the dinosaur?
Well, I've been trying to figure out a way to clone myself for work when I get too busy, and so I can just.
We're talking about reproducing, but yeah.
No, but just think about all that.
For you cloning.
Think about
is
all
maybe-
that industriousness that I would have if I multiplied myself. I got one of me would just only do bad comedy clips. One of me would do work. One of them would do comedy. One of them would do home improvement.
You never know with the Tesla bot. You never know.
Yeah, Elon, can you clone me, please, so I can get more done?
Put a Neuralink in the Tesla bot that mimics Mac's mind.
Yep. And
You'll have one working on the back deck at all times.
give me some more
Leaf
RNA.
blowing. There aren't even leaves.
I want some more RNA in my body so I can get ulcerative colitis also.
None of them have Crohn's.
I want all the IBDs.
IBD.
Yeah, IBDs are irritable bowel syndrome
Oh.
diseases.
I thought there was those
to
bombs
keep you
that the
humble.
Muslims make.
No, it's just I think the only IBDs are Crohn's and UC, ulcerative colitis, which Michael Myers has. Shout out, he's a warrior like
Saw
me.
Michael Myers at Kohl's.
Is
Michael
he a
Myers,
crony?
good guy.
I didn't see his set.
Mac's a crony.
I'm not a crony.
I
Crony.
I saw Michael Myers and then he just quietly talked shit about some of the comics to me and then left.
I love hearing
and then
that
he's
stuff, though.
such a nice guy to their face.
It's so funny. Yeah.
I love to hear when
was
people
great.
do that. Like,
Yeah,
you could tell that they don't normally tell people. Makes
All
you
the
feel
funny
like an
comics have all the
insider,
same opinions as us. They just don't say them.
Yeah.
but it's like
We're the
no,
truth
you need a
tellers.
space for that.
Yeah, so
That's what the podcast
so
is.
that's
Let it
why
out.
we're moving the podcast to X, folks. We have a live show on September 8th at the Comedy Bar Chicago. Go to any link in any of our Instagrams at Bad Comedy Podcast, at Bad Boy Comedy, at Cool Jason Melton, at Comedy Baddie.
I still got to do that, but I will by the time
and
you hear this.
Get
Already
tickets.
did.
I mean, it's
Jason's
easier
late.
if you just go to comedybar.com and then look for September
we
8th
switch.
and hit get ticket. And I can promise you it's going to be the best show, the worst show you've ever seen in your whole life, but the funniest
It's like
show.
1 week away. We still got to book it.
No, we have 2 weeks.
It's all good.
I mean,
It's all good. It's fine.
we don't have to book it. We have Elon, we have Trump, and I was thinking
We do have some
maybe
big
Matt,
guests.
and then maybe Matt Banwart and
What if
Harry
it was
Breitner.
Just us.
And Matt Banwart and Harry Breitner.
I saw
bro.
Harry Breitner. I think I didn't even recognize him because it's been so long.
Harry Breitner the spy.
And he was being his weird little quiet self.
Can we get? He'll come on the podcast. We need to get him on.
Yeah,
Oh, we have Mo Abed next week though.
I love Mo.
So that means we're gonna have that's the 31st.
I only love Mo Abed and I only love my mom and Mo Abed. I'm sorry. You know that Drake lyric?
I love Mama Abed. I like Mama Abed.
Mo. I only love
50
my mom
doves.
and Mo Abed.
My mom is so. My mom's so old.
That was fun.
No, but we're
only love Bo.
we're not
going
gonna be able to complete. We're not gonna be able to complete the bald month because we had coin shortage on. But
Oh, we're
Chris
fucked.
Ford,
I
Chris
forgot
Ford,
about that.
and Mo, and then we did bald cap.
Forgot about the
So-
bald. I forgot it was
Yes.
bald month.
We're gonna have to put AI bald head on coin shortage.
We got Black History
That
Month.
was
We
a-
got Women's Month.
fucked up.
When is Short Bald Guy Month?
The guys, if you didn't listen to
It's
the
like no one cares about them.
guys, join patreon.com/badcomedy and listen to the coin shortage episode because it's very funny. It was
Very
one of the
funny.
funniest episodes, in my opinion.
We had a good time. It was hooting and hollering.
A lot of hooting, lots of hollering. More hooting.
More hooting. How about more
I was
pooting?
kind of mad you named the episode Coin Shortage. I think you should have named it Coin Abundance
Yeah.
Corn surplus.
Well, because
or Coin Surplus.
That's our other
normally I
alter
upload both, and then I just like can't figure out the name of what I'm gonna call the guest episode.
Vape? No. I tried hitting this like a vape. This is some kind of memory thing.
No, that is
you're so
What is a vape?
iPod.
You're so poor you've never seen
AirPods.
You're so poor you've never seen AirPods.
I'm such a brokey.
Man,
Damn, dude.
do you have like a Walkman? You put in a CD of Tucker Carlson.
He's old school. He listens to CDs.
I think me and you might be on the same wavelength of listening to Tim Dillon and Tucker Carlson.
I watched.
I've been listening to a lot of.
I've been watching all the Louis C.K. podcasts.
Wait,
He was
what?
I watched him talk to Joe Rogan, and it's inspired me.
Wait, like
So I've been checking out his other podcasts,
Well, you-
like guest appearances.
I love
you were the
listening to
president's one,
Louis.
right? Or with
I heard that a
Shane?
while ago.
Yeah.
I've been looking for stuff I've never heard, and I
What
feel
are-
like
what
every
are the-
time
what
I
are
hear
the
my
good ones?
podcast, it inspires me. But then when I tried to force it by like going out of my way. I'll just like accidentally hear him on a podcast and I'll be like, damn, he said something cool.
Yeah.
But then I tried to go out of my way to look up episodes. I watched the Tim Dillon one and I just felt like,
Yeah.
There were some funny moments, but I just felt like,
Tim Dillon's best when he's on his own.
I think it's good when Louis C.K. is talking to somebody who's like not like on his level, because then he'll say something really cool.
Yeah.
But if he's talking to Tim Dillon will like be waiting for Louis C.K. to finish his kind of cool point, and then Tim Dillon will go on just a long tirade of his kind of cool point. And it just hits mid for me.
Right. Like
This is a stupid criticism.
Well,
of
no.
shit. But I don't know. That's how I
feel
felt.
you. When Louis, there's like, he's not willing to just like tell people they're wrong and stuff and just say all his points.
Well, Louis
just
C.K.
say
will call people out. Like, he
insights
called
and
out
stuff.
Joe Rogan for his deep plunge tank, kind of. He was like, he's like, why do you? He's like, I feel kind of bad for the guys who are talking about these things. Like, why do you think you're gonna make life good? Life is not supposed to be good. And then they talked about like evolution and stuff. It was cool.
I was thinking about Louis' point when he was like, I feel like they should just let everyone in through the
that
border.
was the other part. I love that part. He's like, we should just let everyone in
What's his
to the
reasoning?
country.
Because
If it made America bad, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be bad.
It will make it
and then
better
his
for
point
the
was
other
like they're
people.
all just miserable outside the border.
That's a Justin Golek joke.
Yeah, it really felt like that. He's like, when a wave hits, it messes everything up, and then you just sort of figure it out.
Yeah.
Sort of splashes over everything, and everything gets a little fucked up, and then you kind of just sort it out.
It'd probably
Well, maybe
it'd
we
probably
don't
get really
deserve
fucked
this.
up. I think there'd probably be like a big like.
Access
Oh
denied.
wait, this is me at the border. The people,
Access denied.
Oh, damn.
unless they're cool and have drugs or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was going to be the.
If they're
Open the
if
gates.
they're in the cartel or in the MS-13.
Access granted.
Let me smoke this since it's not a vape.
Oh, and
There's gone. Sorry, dude. That was my last one.
Oh,
I have another packet.
We
home. I
also
just
got to
forgot it.
consider part of our platform when we're president in the next. We're not running till the next cycle, by the way, guys. Sorry for president. When we run for
By the way,
president-
join our Patreon at patreon.com/badcomedy. I have a big announcement today. I got diagnosed.
oh fuck,
Oh, shit.
that's why you relate. Okay,
Yeah, so
Shit.
you guys,
I
these
didn't-
might be some of the last times to hear Patreon episodes from me,
It's kind of like a
and regular
gender
episodes for that
unboxing.
matter, and also see me do stand up in general,
Well, the price is
and
actually,
like see me around in general.
I'm going to announce
It's like a
this.
gender reveal, but
I'm announcing this soon.
Diagnosis
on
reveal.
Instagram. But if you're a
What
listener
do you
and you're not a patron, the price is going up to $4.99. It's going up $2, I think, because
Because Patreon's going up.
because Apple is charging 30% more on fees for in-app purchases or some bullshit.
So you want to reward yourself.
So
by
we're
getting it
actually
now.
we're raising our price 30%, actually a little bit less than 30%, but you're grandfathered in if you're already a patron, and if you join before November 1st, then you will still get the low price of $3 and some change.
Jason, you think for your disease diagnosis, we could do like Super Bowl squares? You could kind of bet on what we
Like
think
when-
it is or something.
Oh,
Yeah, like your disease reveal or whatever.
so it'd be like squares of different diseases.
Yeah, and be like, does it affect like this part of your body?
Well, that makes me
would be
want to
one of
wait
the-
to announce it then, and we could have a whole gambling thing.
Yeah, that's what I want.
We want to do that?
We'll do a death
Yeah.
pool.
All right, we'll do a death pool or no, a diagnosis pool.
Yeah, diagnosis pool. Okay, I like that.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. We'll have to talk about it.
Well, you
I-
never know. Some
yeah.
people could win a membership. So
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, you could win them. Well, then we'd have to do it on the free episode.
that's
Shut up! Somebody's here to steal your joke. That was the sound that Tim Allen makes.
yeah.
when I saw Cat Williams talking about fucking pans, I was like, I was so confused.
Yeah, it's a home improvement, right?
Yeah.
Dude, isn't that cool how he made that sound and like was famous and he's just going,
Yeah.
just it's like a fucking weirdo, and everyone's like, "This rules."
I heard him saying
I
that.
love that. I love Tim Allen, dude,
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, but then he stole my joke.
I saw-
So I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna create a home improvement dynasty.
What if like we replaced Mac with Tim Allen?
What? No.
He's like, this is a bad
They're very
comedy
similar.
podcast.
They're very similar. I
Yeah.
think that would work.
I was thinking about challenging.
They both love cocaine.
I was So we should figure out when we're going to go to Pittsburgh
You do.
and do a live podcast, and then I want to challenge. I'm going to say Stephen Hofstetter. We'd love for you to be a guest and destroy us or own us. I guess you like to own people.
Oh,
And
Sam
then-
Talent did tell a guy in Pittsburgh that he should headline me on a show. So that was
so,
nice of him.
yeah.
You were asking like what's good about Sam Talent.
Yeah, I was talking about the podcast. And,
All right, I won't
We'll
fight you on it then.
talk about your personal.
No, it was a subject we talked about.
But
Dylan was
I
saying,
just
what is
don't
the
like-
benefit of even talking about Sam?
But it's almost just I just don't like that he bullies you guys constantly, or but it's not constantly.
no, but I mean,
Hey,
it's
man,
a back and forth.
It's prison rules, dude.
I think we bully him a little bit more.
You know?
Actually.
Prison
It's-
rules.
Yeah,
so do you have to
prison rules.
suck
Like
them off, or-
everyone's just vying for their position
Yeah.
on top. You know.
So you have to be bottom to
I
be
Max
on top.
Shanker him all the
Yeah,
time.
by hook or by crook. You know.
Yeah, I Max Shanker him in the back all the time.
We hook
You
and we
what?
crook.
I Max Shanker him.
What does that
We do
mean?
whatever
I
it takes.
shank him
Lie,
in the
cheat,
back.
steal. You know what
Oh.
I'm saying?
When you say shank him in the back, I heard Joey Diaz describe fucking a girl as stabbing her.
Yeah, the
So
stab.
is that what you're saying?
I've heard that before.
Yeah,
before
I-
him.
You give him
Mickey,
that shank.
Mickey Avalon calls his house the stab and cabin.
I like that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that what it is when you're with Sam Talent?
You should only
shanking
call
him?
it stabbing a girl if she's on her
Yeah.
period.
Yeah, I call my condo the stabbing cabin for when Sam Talent comes over and I'm just stabbing
Yeah.
stabbing the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I call my cabin the fapping cabin for when I'm bait watching
Yeah.
pornography.
Yeah, Baywatch more like bait watch.
No,
yeah,
but
fuck,
Oh,
I've
that shit
been
was
bait
hot.
watching Baywatch. Yeah.
no, so
A lot of women on
so
that show.
I want to challenge Stephen Hofstetter to be a guest, and if he refuses to be a guest, this-
I'm listening. I just love this whole concept of like you have to explain to people you're watching it to masturbate.
Been
like,
watching
why?
pornography just for
If you say you're watching porn, what other reason could you be watching porn? Like you have to.
cinematography.
Why are you spelling it out that much?
I think
Appreciate the director.
I think some people do actually like there's porn addicts that do watch it and don't just beat off. They just
just
watch
for
porn
the
all day.
film.
yeah, yeah,
element.
that sounds nice.
But,
you want to
um,
keep a low level horny or
Yeah,
something.
but
Going
we've
into
been
all your
invited
stuff.
to
I never wanted to get
Pittsburgh.
hard
We've
again.
been
That's why boxers don't
we-
ejaculate before a match.
we've been invited to Pittsburgh by the.
It's like I always box before I have sex. Because it'll kind of loosen me
It
up.
gives me a more competitive.
It'll make me hard.
I
Think
come
about
to
it.
the sex more competitive.
I'll beat the shit out of her.
so
to be
Pittsburgh
honest.
guys.
All right, let's just book something in Pittsburgh.
No, our friends in Pittsburgh want us to come out there and do a live podcast. We have a venue. We have people that want us to do it, and I'm going to ask Stephen Hofstetter to be a guest and see if he can destroy us or own us because we're not
or get destroyed.
because we're not plants. We're not a Q&A.
And if
He's gonna
and
beat
if
up
he's
that
worried about
pussy.
me killing him with a pipe, he could zoom in.
Yeah,
He
well,
could come in via Zoom.
And then if he tries to take the high ground and say, I wouldn't even waste my time with these guys, what I would say to him is,
Something,
let's
yeah.
fight then. I challenge you to a fight.
So a duel or even a
Yeah, no, I'll challenge him to an even fight.
sex off.
I've been training.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of walking.
I can do
and,
Krav Maga. Krav
listen,
Maga. I can do Tim McGraw martial arts now.
you do impressions, first impressions.
I learned the Israeli fighting thing.
Krav Maga?
No, Tim McGraw.
Oh, Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Do you think that'd be a good comedy show? First impressions. It's your first time attempting an impression of. I think it'd be horrible.
I don't know about that. Sounds like a bad comedy show.
Horrible.
But Mike Ashton, you know that big guy who's like autistic
Yeah, yeah.
and creeps out all the women, but seems harmless though.
Yeah, somehow.
He did impressions at Power Hour yesterday, and it was like one of the hardest times I ever laughed. He sets up the joke like this. He's like, "This is my impression of like." He named like 4 people hanging out. It was like all famous people. It was like Kamala Harris and the guy Tracy Morgan was one of them, and like, it was like 4 people. And then he went on to do, and Bill Clinton was one of them.
He did all their impressions.
And then he went down the line, did an impression of each one of them, and each one of them just kind of sounded like him, like with a little higher or a little lower voice, you know,
That's
like he
awesome.
couldn't really do it. But and then they all talked like how he talks, like they said words that he didn't change his dialogue either. Nobody was laughing, but I was dying. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
dying. Like I thought it was so funny.
That's
It was a
just
little
people,
bit like you could see what he was doing, but he just
Yeah.
like it was such an ambitious attempt 4. I'm not just gonna do an impression. I'm gonna do 4 impressions.
Yeah. Well, I do.
and they're all talking.
I do
to
that.
Each other.
I do that when I sing Highwayman. I do 4 voices.
not
But
the same.
I have an idea for Hofstadter. We'll give him that an injection. You know, the one that makes you like you're conscious, but you can't move. You're paralyzed. Mm-hmm.
What is that like a anesthetic or something?
Yeah, we'll have him in a chair. It'll have like locked-in syndrome, pretty much, and then we'll do stuff like this.
Oh, we'll do some dental work.
We'll go. And people would be like, and then.
I love it.
Yeah, let's see if his mom gets a Google alert on that.
Yeah, I'd like to have Google anal sex with his mom.
You should ask Steven to compare decks.
Yeah,
And then you'll both take pictures of your deck, deck, and see.
We could measure him to a dick measuring
Yeah,
contest.
is this just a deck measure?
I bet
is
he's
that
got-
what this has been?
I bet he's got a tiny
Deck
penis.
thing.
Do you guys have tiny penises?
That's why he dates younger women
Because-
to make his penis look bigger.
Because I think on stage
That's why he only marries children. Married children. It's his show.
I'll do.
It's
if
just-
you have a child-sized penis, why can't you marry a child?
I'll give Stephen Hofstadter
law
3
doesn't
options:
respect
be a
this.
guest on the podcast, or fight me, or do a literal dick measuring contest in on stage.
So pick your poison.
Yep.
Belle Biv DeBow.
Yeah.
And you win his child wife.
I think he's
if
got a
you
small
win.
penis. Yeah, I don't want a child bride. I don't want her.
You
Well,
don't
maybe
want her?
I'll save her and turn her into the authorities so she can go to foster care.
Sell her.
Sell her to
Put her in the cellar.
another country.
Andrew Tate or something.
Jean Benet Ramsey.
Yeah. Yeah, who killed John
I
Benet?
still don't know
She's
who
in
that
the
is.
cellar.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who that is.
I think she's still alive.
I only know that name because of Brian Johnson.
I think she faked her own death.
Who
I
is
think
that?
Brian Johnson's been doing that joke since the 90s.
Who is that?
It's Brian
She
Johnson's
was the
opening
little
joke.
pageant
Yeah, but he-
girl,
Yeah, she went missing, and then they found her dead body in like the basement of the house,
allegedly.
Allegedly.
and then they never figured out who did it.
And the parents are like, I don't know.
But
Who
everyone was
could've?"
rich.
Do you think Charmeleon Harris actually has the power to be a kind of a chameleon?
Change.
Is she?
yeah.
Do you think she loves to lay on a hot rock?
Probably.
I don't think that she does because I think she would have changed by now.
I love her.
Hillary.
I love her laugh though. It's like
Yeah.
that's Kamala Harris's laugh.
Just nervous. And
But
Her laugh is annoying as shit.
Yeah. Well, it's because she's never.
It's crazy to make it that far in life and have that bad of a laugh.
Well, she never
It
used to
looks
laugh.
crazy.
She just learned how to laugh for the first time because she had to become likable.
she just waits for someone else to laugh and then she laughs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a smart way to do it.
Well, we
I always
endorsed
actually,
Kamala
I always
Trump.
accidentally laugh at funerals, you know,
Uh-huh.
and then Kamala Harris laughs right after.
I did that once, honestly. I started cracking up because this guy was talking about like some of the person whose funeral it was. They're talking about oils and all this stuff. It's like, who
Awkward.
fucking put this guy in charge of the speech?
Yeah,
And we just started laughing, and it was a real problem.
yeah.
And I regret it.
Well,
But I
sometimes
couldn't stop it.
sometimes people give like funny-ish speeches. Like,
It's just a
remember the time
horrible
they
speech
did-
at a funeral.
they did
Is
this?
horrible.
Yeah, funerals are pretty fun.
Yeah, and they're intense.
Well, that's when the church brings out its biggest banger. It's like,
No, but then
take you up on eagle's wings.
I would have loved that song at that point.
That's when they pull out their hottest track, take you up on eagle's wings, whatever it is. That's at funerals. So that's why I like going to
think they
funerals
played
to
it
support the
then.
family of the dead person, and to pay respect to the dead person, but also because I want to hear that song.
Pay respect back because this guy should have his mic cut. I swear.
Who?
This guy at this funeral, and he was in charge with the speech. I think he worked at the church, and then they're like, "Yeah, I guess let him do the speech."
Was it like
he
Matt
didn't
Ban-
really
was it Matt
know her
Banward?
that well, but
Matt Bansquirt?
I believe it was Matt.
Wait. Do you think
Banward.
maybe that's why Zacho's going to Austin is because it's Matt Bansquirt and Zacho thinks Squirt is pee.
I think they're
Oh,
going there to
maybe.
clout
Yeah.
chase, I believe, and it's
But one thing I
Good
know for
luck,
sure
I
is that
guess.
Dale will do well in Austin and Zacho won't.
There's this little show called Tony Hinchcliffe Kill Tony Hinchcliffe, and they make meth heads famous. They take these people who have like brain damage, and then Like I watched some of David Lucas's special. Holy shit.
Is it bad?
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. It's not good.
I don't really like
He's better.
Oh my God.
He's
He's like
he's just
famous.
he's a good shit talker. That's all he's good at.
I heard he was rude in real life too.
Someone's
Yeah.
calling
Just
me
like he
through
is on
FaceTime.
stage. Am I right? He's always roasting people.
Probably Chris Ford. I just want to hit you up.
It's a number I don't. Oh, it's a number I don't know. It probably is him.
He's probably saying,
We
"Hey,
we
let
can
me
wrap it
borrow-"
up anyway. Folks, live show. Remember, this is September 8th. So if you look at the calendar like a Monopoly board, you land on September 11th. You land on 9/11. You get the chance card. It says go back 3 spaces. Go back 3 spaces. It's Sunday the 8th. Go to comedybar.com, and that's the day that you buy the ticket for. I bought most of the tickets already, so you might want to really hurry up and get yours.
If you can handle us this much, please just go there that night. It'll be fun to get out of the house.
It's gonna be
Just
like
go
wild.
support
Yeah,
us, and then you'll.
it's not gonna be dumb. It's gonna be R-worded.
And when we do the next one, then you can reevaluate then.
And then on September 3rd, also, I'm going to do a plug for me at Small World Bar and Grill on the South Side. I'm doing a show for a bunch of bikers, so I might get shot. If you want to see me get shot, for all of you haters, come
Watch
come
Matt
watch
get
me.
assassinated.
And I love Tucker Carlson. I don't remember from the beginning.
Yeah, we're gonna clear the air here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Jason,
Oh, and
huge.
do you have any
liberal.
plugs, Jason?
We'll plug.
Cool Jason Mel on Instagram from Jason. He's got some health issues going on, so he's had to step out.
We're gonna do a huge health reveal soon for Jason.
Yeah.
Hoping to do some
Follow me
Super
before
Bowl
before
squares.
it's too late.
Yep. Oh, and just a reminder, guys, the new schedule for episodes is
My
it's
cough is so weak.
Mondays. Mondays, the patrons get the normal episode, and then it goes public on Wednesday, the normal episode. The Patreon only episode drops on Thursdays.
I think I have the black lung. with
Okay.
Jason in 2 weeks,
Folks, so you
Black lung.
if you're
It's on the board.
so if you're a patron,
on
you
the
get, you get
squares.
2 day. You,
I think I have the black lung. Is
I think I have the black lung pop.
I'm smoking these CBD sticks.
That's my son.
What is
That's
he?
my son out there.
I got green lung.
What is he when he's a mermaid in that commercial on the
Merman.
TV and it's a merman? So he's like, liquid is the essence of beauty.
That movie's awesome. I
I
can't turn left.
Mugatu, do you have any plugs?
You can read minds.
Do you have any plugs, Mugatu?
I cannot read minds. I had Comedy Baddie. I think I have pretty much no shows right now. I think so.
Yeah.
Just fucking buy our Patreon, please.
Yeah, before it goes up in November, on November 1st. And Jason, we already went through it. Follow me at Bad Boy Comedy on everything. Follow the podcast at Bad Comedy Podcast on everything.
Join the Baddie Army.
Join the Baddie Army because we actually,
It's about to be a hell of world
guys,
war.
we have some talks with Comedy Bar, and believe it or not, Comedy Bar they're a lot bigger than you think they are. They also they're part of BlackRock. They're part of Vanguard. They're part of a lot of like weapons building companies like Raytheon and what's the other one that told us?
Madoff Industries.
Yeah, so
Raytheon would be a
made off
great.
with a lot of
Raytheon is a
money.
great name for a non-binary person, don't you think?
it is.
I
Yeah.
believe they have a large stake in Enron.
So, guys, if you don't think this podcast is gonna blow the heck up with all the stuff that Comedy Bar owns, including Raytheon and BlackRock and Vanguard, then you got another thing coming. So join right now, so you don't have another thing coming. You already got it in your pocket.
You don't want to be saying, what the heck?
You don't want to say what the
I'm
heck.
living in hell?
Oh, and buy a wallet from Os King.
Buy a cool
Link
Steeple
link
Club
link
tea.
is
I
below.
love
It's
tea and
45%
wallets.
off. And folks, we love you guys. And I mean, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, get ready for Havoc. And if you're a Chicago fan or Pittsburgh fan, drive out here.
I'm gonna tell you guys, my
Chris
cats.
Grieva drove out here, and he weighs like 800 pounds, and he drove his Flintstones car here, and boy, were his legs tired.
I wanted to say the Pittsburgh thing. I got 2 cats here now. I kind of forgot about that, and so
okay.
we might have to bring them
It's
with,
fine.
or we might have to
Get a cat watcher.
Me and Jason went last 2 times.
Yeah, and it sounds like it worked out pretty well. Then,
Yeah.
so
It's been fun.
the fans might appreciate more.
Did you see that that guy commented from that was at the Sauce and Erie?
Yeah, he followed me or added me.
Yeah, he loved
Yeah.
those.
You know what? This thing. I don't tell you about it later, Dylan. It builds. You don't understand because I know you don't want to put any energy in if you don't get immediate benefits.
No, it's literally my cat.
You're like a typical.
No, it's not that right now.
You know, a typical non-disciplined person who doesn't have any
it's
patience.
my little Black Sabbath and Orange Floyd. I need to take care of them.
Well, for me, for the podcast, it's not about being big. I'm gonna do it forever, my whole life, and no matter what.
And it's gonna be
until the gun's
anyway.
accidentally loaded, and I accidentally pulled it.
You start
That would
opening
be
every
like-
podcast by dry firing it against your head.
It'd be poetic. It's like Shakespeare.
All right, Dylan, you had any closing words for the folks? You want to say something nice to them?
God bless America,
Yep.
with a question mark at the end.
God bless America. Vote.
Vote or die.
Vote.
Says P. Diddy.
Yeah, vote. Vote
the
for.
fuck was it? Didn't age well.
Yeah, but make sure you don't vote.
Yeah, maybe you might live then.
Depending on who
Maybe.
depending on who you plan on voting for, maybe vote or don't vote. We'll see you folks at the voting booth.